Tritone substitution, what is that? How do you use it? Somebody asked me, here you go. So, it's kind of in the name. A tritone substitution is when you take a dominant and you swap it out for another dominant that is one tritone away. And it's usually in the context of a 2-5-1. Key of C, right? 2-5-1. D minor, G dominant, C major. If we take the dominant in that, the G, the 5, and we substitute it for the dominant that is a tritone away, we'll have a tritone substitution. A tritone is basically just a note that is 3 whole steps away. So there's 3 ways we can find it. Going 3 whole steps away, we could go to the 5th and then down a half step, or we can go to the 4th and up a half step. It's the note in between the 4th and the 5th. So the tritone away from G is D flat. Now that we have that, pretty simple, we just make a dominant. So a D flat dominant. So instead of D, G dominant C, we have D, D flat dominant C. Now you can use the tritone substitution for both reharmonization and soloing. So for reharmonization, you can take a tune and just take the dominants and tritone substitute them. If you want to use it in your solos, you could take a point where you have a dominant and you could play the corresponding scale of the dominant a tritone away. So in the case of the 2-5-1 I was referring to earlier, instead of playing the G Mixolydian scale, I could play the D flat Mixolydian scale. And instead of sounding like this, it would sound like this. There you go, that's the basics of tritone substitutions.